Eating the exact same healthy diet at age 60 that kept you fit at 30 might actually starve your muscles and shrink your brain. As the body ages, its baseline energy expenditure naturally drops. Women over 60 generally need only 1,600 to 2,200 calories a day, while men need roughly 2,000 to 2,600. This creates a biological contradiction. Older bodies require fewer total calories, yet they demand the exact same, or sometimes an even higher, dense volume of vitamins, minerals, and essential nutrients. Every meal must now serve as a targeted biological intervention. With metabolic wiggle room gone, you are eating for systemic maintenance rather than simple fullness. Precision fueling is the only way to effectively manage the biological clock and maintain physical independence. The first pillar of this protocol is aggressive protein intake. Maintaining muscle mass is what keeps you mobile and metabolically stable. But as we age, we develop something called anabolic resistance. This means muscles become deaf to small amounts of dietary protein. To trigger muscle synthesis, you have to hit them with large concentrated doses. This chart maps out an optimized daily meal plan. To overcome anabolic resistance, you must consume 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein in every single meal: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Look closely at the breakfast column. A typical morning routine of toast and coffee barely registers on this scale. It falls completely short of the 30-gram threshold required to protect your muscle tissue. Beyond protein, the digestive system itself undergoes a physical change. Over time, the body produces significantly less stomach acid. That acid is necessary to break down food and extract nutrients. Without it, a blockade forms, specifically preventing the absorption of vitamin B12, a crucial element for nerve and brain health. Because absorption drops across the board, you have to intentionally target other micronutrients as well. You need high inputs of calcium and vitamin D to keep bones from turning brittle, and heavy doses of potassium to regulate blood pressure. If you fail to hit these specific macro and micro targets, your body still needs those nutrients to operate. To survive, it will simply harvest them by cannibalizing your own muscle and bone. Even with perfect nutrition, up to 40% of older adults exist in a constant state of chronic underhydration. This happens because the brain's thirst receptors naturally dull with age. By the time you actually feel thirsty, your body is already significantly dehydrated. You have to replace feelings with formulas. Aim for 30 milliliters of fluid per kilogram of body weight every day. And if you are exercising, use the 20-minute rule. Drink 6 to 12 ounces of electrolyte-infused water for every 20 minutes of activity. Because your internal alarm system is no longer reliable, hydration must become a calculated, scheduled habit to keep your blood oxygen level stable and your joints lubricated. Of course, knowing what to eat only works if you can actually prepare it. Often, the physical environment of the kitchen becomes the biggest barrier to a healthy diet. Standard kitchens require gripping heavy pots, finely chopping vegetables, and reaching over hot surfaces. For anyone dealing with arthritis, reduced dexterity, or balance issues, cooking turns into a severe burn risk or an exhausting chore. The solution is kitchen ergonomics. You can remove the strain by upgrading to adaptive tools like curved rocker knives, automatic pan stirs, and smart stove shutoffs that monitor temperature automatically. Along with physical friction, there is a sensory challenge. As taste buds lose their sensitivity, many seniors compensate by heavily salting their meals, which spikes blood pressure. Instead of reaching for the salt shaker, swap in high-intensity, pungent flavor profiles. Ingredients like chipotle, fresh ginger, and citrus deliver heavy flavor without the sodium damage. By redesigning the tools you use and the flavors you cook with, you eliminate the physical and sensory friction of meal prep. It ensures that the longevity protocol is actually sustainable day after day. There is a final, hidden threat to senior nutrition, and it has nothing to do with biology. It is social isolation. Eating alone day after day actively depresses the appetite. To combat this, communities offer congregate dining. These facilities pair high-quality nutrition with the social connection required to keep people engaged in their health. For the homebound, programs like Meals on Wheels bridge the gap. They deliver expertly portioned meals directly to the door while also providing vital daily wellness checks. For those who still cook, Senior Farmers Market programs distribute coupons that help older adults source fresh, nutrient-dense local produce in their own neighborhoods. Age-related changes are a biological reality, but they are not a loss of autonomy. By combining precision fueling, an adaptive kitchen, and community connection, you build a sustainable foundation for a high-quality, independent life. Today, we are diving deep into fueling your future, specifically how to eat for amazing vitality after 50. And let's be clear, this isn't about restrictive dieting, oh no, this is about refueling your body for the life you absolutely want to live. We're gonna break down the simple, science-backed secrets to feel your best. So let me ask you this, do you ever feel like that 3 o'clock slump hits just a little bit harder these days? Or maybe you just wish you had more energy for your hobbies, your family, your passions? If you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. But here's the really great news. This is not just an inevitable part of aging, it's actually a signal from your body. And the solution might be sitting right on your plate. So here's what we've got on the menu today. First, we're going to explore why your nutritional needs are so different now. Then, we'll get into the new rules of protein. And trust me, this part is a total game changer. After that, we'll debunk some myths about carbs and fats, uncover the surprising power of hydration, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with some smart, simple, and seriously tasty meal ideas. Ready? Let's jump right in. All right, first up, your changing nutritional needs. You know, it's pretty fascinating when you think about it. The way you ate in your 20s and 30s just might not be the right formula anymore. Our bodies are always evolving, and that means our nutrition strategy has to evolve right along with them. So, what's actually going on in there? Well, you can think of your metabolism kind of like a car's engine. As we age, it just naturally starts to idle a little bit lower, and at the same time, our bodies can start to lose a bit of muscle mass. When those two things happen together, it means we need a different kind of fuel to keep ourselves running strong and feeling resilient. And this is the most empowering part of all. The research is crystal clear. There's a direct link between what you eat and how well you feel and function as you get older. But here's the real key, the big takeaway. It is never too late to make a change. Seriously, every single healthy choice you make is like putting a deposit into your future health bank account. That brings us perfectly to our next section on a true powerhouse nutrient, protein. If you want to maintain your strength, your mobility, your independence, then you need to start thinking of protein as your #1 tool. Its job in your body actually becomes even more critical as you get older. And here's the science behind why you need more of it. It's this concept called anabolic resistance. Now, I know that sounds super technical, but the idea is actually really simple. As we age, our muscles kind of become a little bit deaf to the protein we eat. Think of it like a weak radio signal. To hear the music clearly, you have to turn up the volume, right? Well, for our muscles, turning up the volume means eating more protein to get that same muscle-building effect. So, how exactly do we turn up the volume? Researchers have actually found a magic number, 30 grams. That's it. Aiming for about 30 grams of protein at each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is the most effective way to shout loud enough for your muscles to hear. You're giving them a steady supply of exactly what they need all day long. But what does 30 grams of protein even look like on a plate? You might be surprised at how simple it is. It could be a couple of scrambled eggs with some cheese, a classic tuna sandwich, or a yummy cup of pasta with a few turkey meatballs. The point is, you don't need giant steaks or weird protein shakes. You can totally hit this crucial target with normal, everyday foods. All right, we've totally nailed down protein. Now let's tackle carbs and fats, probably the two most misunderstood fuel sources on the planet. It's time to bust some serious myths and figure out how to choose the right kind of energy for your body. If you're enjoying this guide so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more tips like these. I bet this sounds familiar, doesn't it? This idea that bread or carbs in general are the enemy. But let me tell you the truth. Your body, and especially your brain, need carbohydrates for energy. The secret isn't to eliminate them, it's all about making smarter choices. And this slide right here shows you exactly why this is so important. Look at this. On the left, 285 calories from a soda gives you, well, it gives you sugar, and that's about it. But the exact same number of calories from whole grains, that delivers fiber, vitamins, and important minerals. See, it's not about counting every single calorie, it's about making your calories count. That's what nutrient-dense really means. And what about fats? They've gotten such a bad rap over the years. But healthy fats are absolutely essential for things like brain health and keeping inflammation in check. The key is to focus on unsaturated fats and simple swaps, like using olive oil or canola oil for your cooking and salad dressings, are such an easy way to get these incredible powerhouses into your diet. Okay, moving on to something so simple but so incredibly powerful: hydration. It is so easy to forget about, I know, but getting enough water is one of the biggest levers you can pull for your daily health and energy. This is especially true as you get older. So why is water such a big deal? Because literally every single cell in your body runs on it. It affects everything from your energy levels and your digestion to how clearly you think. In fact, here's a little challenge. The next time you feel that afternoon slump coming on, try drinking a big glass of water before you reach for anything else. The effect just might surprise you. All right, we have covered the what and the why. Now for the really fun part, the how. Let's take all this great information and translate it into simple, delicious meals that you'll actually look forward to eating. Let me know in the comments below which tip so far has been the most surprising to you. This here is a perfect example of what a day of smart, balanced eating can look like. Just look at the balance. We've got quality carbs and protein at breakfast, to start the day straw, a super easy, balanced lunch, and for dinner, that piece of salmon easily hits our 30-gram protein goal, and it's paired with nutrient-dense carbs and veggies. See? This isn't complicated at all. It's just beautifully balanced. And what about in between meals? The trick is to make your snacks work for you. Instead of just grabbing something with empty calories, think about what your body actually needs. A hard-boiled egg or some Greek yogurt for a protein boost? Perfect. Hummus and veggies for fiber? You got it. A little trail mix for some sustained energy? Fantastic. These are snacks with a purpose. And hey, if you're active, what you eat after your workout is just as important as the workout itself. A smoothie is like the perfect recovery tool. Look how this one is built. Greek yogurt gives you that massive protein punch to repair your muscles, while the banana and berries help replenish your energy and fight inflammation. It's a targeted recovery meal that's delicious and takes, 2 minutes to make? Oh, and here's a fantastic little trick for making your food taste amazing without loading up on sodium. A lot of us just grab garlic salt or onion salt out of habit. The simple swap: use garlic powder and onion powder instead. Then get creative. Add fresh herbs, different spices, a squeeze of lemon. You get all that delicious flavor without all the excess salt. It's such an easy win. And my final tip might be the easiest one of all. You have got to embrace the sheet pan meal. This is an absolute game changer for busy nights. You just toss your protein, like chicken or fish, and your favorite veggies with a little olive oil and seasoning, spread it all out on one pan and roast it. Dinner is served, it's healthy, it's delicious, and the cleanup is minimal. It just doesn't get better than that. So let's bring it all home. What's the checklist? What are the big things to remember? 1. Aim for that 30-gram protein target at every meal. 2. Choose those nutrient-rich carbs. 3. Don't forget healthy fats and lots of water. And 4. Get your flavor from herbs and spices, not just salt. Remember, every single meal is a brand new opportunity to fuel your future. So I'll leave you with this one question. You don't need to do a complete overhaul tomorrow. Just think about this. What is one simple, healthy choice you can make for yourself today? Maybe it's just drinking that extra glass of water. Or maybe it's trying that sheet pan dinner idea. Whatever it is, know that that one small step is exactly how you begin fueling your amazing future. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe for more guides just like this one. We'll see you in the next one.